or even close to that, then you're concentrating the dose down into a smaller amount. And it's more, it's a more quality product. It's more concentrated. It's more, it's stronger. It's instead of 40 proof, now you're at 80 proof or 90 proof, and it's just.
I like 90 proof. I like 90 proof a lot.
Yes. And honestly, I'm excited to see what healing properties can be done with the 90 proof. I mean, everything that we've seen, with the healing of these seizures and everything else, that's all been done with anywhere from 12% to a 40 proof. So imagine what we can do with anywhere from 70 to 100%. We could see drastic increase in healing. I can
tell you what they do in the South with 100%.
Definitely. I mean, this could definitely change the game. I mean, it could, like I said, and it could also put the dosing and stuff like that. If you're not a parent, you don't understand what it's like to get this, 5-gram or 10-gram tube of black tar, and you're like, okay, now what? How do I dose this?
We don't mean that China tar.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Cannabis oil is a life-saving sustenance, but when it comes to you, a lot of times it doesn't come with test results, and even if it does, unless you're super good at math and every compound of that, test result, you're going to have to figure out down to the 100th of a gram or even lower how to dose your child if they need 50 milligrams or 55 milligrams. You see what I'm saying? So that's hard.
It's hard enough to be.
No, I didn't bring Landon today. I know. He's awesome. He's actually at home right now hanging out. We've had a very busy couple of days. Hanging out with some friends, Cannabis Connects Global. If you guys don't know about them, you should definitely check them out. They are Cannabis Directory. They're from Alabama. And so, of course, coming out here.
Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama. So
from Biomanufacturing, Alabama.
So coming out here, they're just, in awe of the beauty that is Colorado. And, of course, the marijuana industry itself, in the cannabis scene. So Landon is just at home resting right now, actually. But back to the subject, it's very important as a parent to be able to know what you're giving your child and to be able to know that dose, because how can I tell another parent what dose to give them if I don't know what dose I'm giving mine? And for all of these different conditions, there's different dosings for epilepsy, for Crohn's disease, for cancer.
Even adults as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yep. And, everyone's like, oh, for cancer, a gram a day, a gram a day. A gram a day is, if you're growing backyard boogie, and I'm growing, the best kush around, is it going to have the same effect at a gram a day? Is your gram going to be the same as my gram?
Absolutely not.
Exactly. And that's what these people don't realize. It's a gram a day. It's not a gram a day. Like, you have got to have test results. You've got to know what's in it so that you can properly dose.
And that consistency as well.
Exactly. It's very, very important. I am a part of a lot of groups online where we get to monitor, children's stories and trials and tribulations and successes and failures. And a family, they had gotten some cannabis oil, they had gotten to their gram a day, they were really excited, they thought things were going well, and then they went in for a scan, and lo and behold, the cancer and the tumor had grown. And they were very, saddened and disheartened to hear this, and they got their oil tested. Well, come to find out, it was only 30%. So were they really taking 1,000 milligrams, 1 gram? They weren't even taking half a gram. So that's why this is so important.
Not for kids, but for adults. There, by God, is a blunt that has 1,000 milligrams in it.
Oh, wow, really?
It is made by Roger.
You have ADHD. I just want to know. I just want to throw it out there.
No, I say ADHD versus ADD is as simple. ADHD kids tend to have temper problems.
Mm-hmm.
ADD
he
kids don't.
doesn't shut up. So
I'm ADD. I just don't shut up.
He's like, girl.
Dude, I am Doug from Up. I'm like, hi, I'm Doug.
That's awesome. But yeah, so we got those test results. 896 milligrams of CBD per gram.
So what does this mean now? You guys are going to start moving forward.
Yeah, now
it's about to get real.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
shit just got real, son. Shit just got real.
It did. We are about to. That was really, the last step that I was waiting for is the test results. I want to make sure everything is on the up and up. I'm just waiting for the heavy metal testing now and the pesticide and mold and everything. And then we are And another thing, this is a powdered and crystal form of CBD. This is not like a wax or a dab or anything. So this is going to allow us to be able to put this into literally any product: toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner.
Well, don't swallow your toothpaste, though. I mean,
no, of course not, unless it's non-toxic. Unless it's non-toxic.
And fluoride-free. It has to be fluoride-free, like a kid's toothpaste.
But and I know nobody ever considers these things because unless you don't have a sick child. But when Landon was going through chemotherapy and radiation, he could not use like any products because they would literally give him rashes, skin burns, and everything else because his skin was at such a depleted level from the chemotherapy and stuff tearing him down. And, it's to be able to have products that are natural and healthy and stuff like that, that's very important. So we're getting ready to launch Landon's Health Hut. And this is going to be a hub for where people can come to purchase products, all kinds of different health products, not even just cannabis products, all of the products that we've seen help these children, concentrated fruits and vegetable products, alkaline water systems, all of these things that are so, so, so important, all of the different herbs. And, it's just going to be awesome. There's going to be consulting there. There's going to be parents there that, you can call up and make an appointment to meet with these different parents and come and talk to them. They have the same illness their child does as yours. How awesome would that be to have a place that can connect these people where you can get real-time advice from real parents. You can find a hub for all of these products, and we will have, CBD, THC products and everything like that.
What's it called again? Landon's what?
Landon's Health Hut.
Health Hut. That's
cute. .com?
Yep. LandonsHealthHut.com is where the website's going to be.
I'm going to check this out.
When can we expect to have more information about all that?
Oh, very soon. Very soon.
I've
been working on it.
I know.
And it's so hard for me to keep secrets, but I haven't told anybody. I haven't even told you.
Well, I mean, you haven't told me.
I haven't told you. Where are you from?
So
I got that country coming out.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going country today.
I'm originally from Georgia. I was born in Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
I used to stay out in Columbus.
I'm a Georgia peach. Yeah.
Oh, look, hey man, it's like Lisa Let's Be Honest this year when she's not a lesbian.
That's true, yeah.
No, that's my girl from Georgia who's
awesome.
a guest on here sometimes as well.
Yeah, me and Landon moved here from Utah, so everybody's like, "Oh, you're Mormon." I'm like, "No, I'm not from Utah."
Oh my God!
Landon is from Utah. He was born there.
Just like I'm from Arizona.
Yeah,
I'm Mexican.
Yes, exactly. And I actually, my parents moved us to New Mexico on the border of Texas. West Texas, and they worked in the oil field for the rest of my life. So that's where I have like the y'all and
the border of Texas and New Mexico. So I'm guessing somewhere near Las Cruces.
Hobbs, New Mexico.
Hobbs.
I'm
the butthole of New Mexico.
Where are you from in New Mexico? I back New Mexico. I always say the law comes from Texas, damn it.
Yeah.
Cowboys are from Arizona, New Mexico, and Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yeah, it's and now speaking of Texas, they just passed that, a chew CBD only law. And there's a lot of epilepsy patients that are here that now they can't even go back home on that law. That CBD law, it is so limited. This in Texas, everybody's sharing it. High Times is sharing it. Oh, Texas.
I covered the story too. You're talking about the one with that weak ass cannabis oil crap law that they did.
And you have to literally, you have to go through all of these. First of all, it's only for epilepsy and the severest forms, and you have to go through a whole page worth of treatments to try first. And on that list is including brain cancer. I'm sorry, brain cancer. What's wrong with me? Brain surgery, which means you had to have.
They want to cut into your head before they'll let you start, or even get
they have in there it says they have 2 years to implement this. So from the day he signed it, they have 2 years to lollygag and do whatever they want and to get this into effect.
Who's to say that those people will wait that long?
These kids don't have that long. Yeah. Like I said, I know Team Aiden. Aiden and his family is here from Texas. He's an adorable, adorable little boy. And his family's, been in Texas their whole lives, and they've been here, away from everybody they've ever known or loved. But for the first time in his life, he is going seizure-free for long periods of time. He's only seeing seizures when he, is getting sick or having illness or anything like that, which is very common for, epilepsy patients. But other than that, since August, he's had less seizures than he's ever had his whole life. That's amazing. And he can't go home on this law.
Isn't that the story about that woman too?
Yeah, Team Pluto.
Yeah,
Team Pluto. They came from Texas. She cannot she can't go home either. You know, Team Alexis, they're here from Texas, and she's a 7 or 9-year-old little girl with epilepsy.
What's going to go home? Or I should say, I mean, what's going to happen if she goes back to Texas? Are they going to like backlog her and arrest her or something?
Yeah.
Really?
Like they will not be protected under this law. This law is very restrictive. And like I said, even though he signed it in, they have 2 years to implement it. It's not in effect right now. You cannot go to or be in Texas right now. Your child have this condition and get this medication.
So there's no like grandfathering or anything like that?
Nope.
That's booty.
Yeah, and they can.
What's the point of even doing it in the first
See, in
place?
Colorado,
I know.
It's basically
I
just
mean,
like a document with a bunch of jumbo words on it that sound good together,
Yep.
and that's it.
It's
So
to
well,
get
and, that's,
people
and there's
false hope.
legislation in Texas. Let me be very
Exactly.
real with you about that. That's
Yeah.
legislation in
They're
Texas.
just all they're doing is they're trying to keep. They're trying to keep.
We could burn down
Hon-
Texas today.
Yeah,
There's a
honestly.
law, damn it.
Yeah, they are trying to keep these parents, these sick families, these veterans, and everyone at bay in Texas by dangling this little teeny tiny baby carrot of hope. This is our door. This is our foot in the door, guys. This is our way in.
You know
so
what's
soon
ridiculous?
you'll be next. Cancer, veterans, you'll be next. No, you won't. The Texas governor has made it very clear. I will never. Everybody say it with me. Never allow medical marijuana
Never.
here.
I'm sorry, I'm high, so I'm slow.
Never. He's saying he will never allow it. So, like I said, they're just dangling this little teeny tiny baby carrot of hope for these people and saying, okay, this is our foot in the door and your condition is going to be next. But it's not going to. And honestly, who wants to wait and suffer in pain with this chronic or terminal condition, waiting for these senators to pull their heads out? I didn't. That's why we left Utah in 2013, because my child didn't have time to wait. How many other children out there don't have time to wait? I mean, there's a poster going around Facebook that shows all of the children from different states where CBD law bills have already been passed, and these children have died waiting for implementation.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
I cite Mike Kennard, the president of this radio station, him and his wife, and his wife's actually the owner. He's the president. And I cite both of them and their child who got sick. And within 12 hours of cannabis oil being administered to his child, he saw a difference.
Exactly.
And we're talking, it doesn't, short of Tea Party, it doesn't get any more right wing than Mike Kennard.
Yeah, and that's the thing, let it happen to one of their kids. Let it happen
Well,
to
let's hope
that
not,
Texas governor that is saying never. I will never allow it. I will never do this. But that's the thing too is I've literally seen parents, that have watched Landon and I and our story and stuff, and yet their child died of cancer because they refused to move, because they refused to open their minds and, take that ridicule and that judgment that comes with giving your child cannabis.
Well, and it's not even, the people that don't choose to come here for that reason. A lot of times they just can't get here.
Even
if you
that,
think about
yeah.
when your child is that sick and you are already up to your neck in medical bills and you're trying to figure out everything else about trying to just deal with your sanity along with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes just picking up and moving away isn't.
Yeah, and and that's the thing, a lot of people say, we can't move, I have other children, or we have, medical programs in place. And, a lot of us, I'm a single mom, okay, I don't have a large family or anything like that. And thankfully I have built a large support group,
I don't know how. She's hot, dude.
Team Landon all the way, because they've supported us and they've got us to where we are. But, I had to fundraise, I had to beg, borrow, plead, and steal, and do everything short of selling my soul and my butt and my organs, you know what I'm saying, to get us where we are.
No, you're from the South. You're from the country. Don't ever sell the booty.
Yeah,
Keep
exactly.
the booty on you.
So, but you guys get what I'm saying, shy of
sort of the damn farm.
Yeah, shy of harvesting organs and prostitution. I literally had to do everything I could to get my family here.
Now you're on my level.
Yeah,
It's Friday,
yeah.
damn it.
It is. It's Friday. Well, and that's what I'm saying is, people need to understand the severity of the situation, the desperateness of these families that need this plant, And honestly, can everybody move to Colorado? No, they cannot. And honestly,
some of us are trying to leave, damn it.
Can you guys tell me what the housing market looks like right now?
Here?
Oh my, it's terrible.
Really? Oh, you know what though? But it's like me and some homies getting a place together. It doesn't seem so bad.
No, of course not. But when you're a single mom, or
all day. I grew up
family,
with a single mom.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or even a family living with children with a terminal illness or any kind of
money's tight. fact. I bought
Yeah.
every single pair of J's I've ever owned myself
exactly.
for working. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I never got them.
Yeah.
Single mom life.
And when you have
Hashtag
to,
that shit.
when you have to decide between buying Jordans or buying, special needs equipment for your children,
You
or
gotta do
buying,
what's right.
and let's go a step further, I have to decide between buying, clothes for myself or buying marijuana for my 5-year-old because it's not covered by
It
insurance.
really sounds bad when you say it, but it's so not. It's like I had to choose between a tight top to hit the club with or weed for the kid.
Yep.
And I bought weed for the kid.
And medical marijuana won't, it's not touched by any kind of insurance. There's no, any kind of program that will help you pay for it. And, anybody can do the math. If your child is taking 1.5 grams a day and, CBD
He's
out
almost
there.
up smoking more weed than me.
Yeah. And you're taking,
Smoke it.
these programs are charging $50 a gram. How much is that? Can someone tell me what that is?
I don't know.
$50 a gram.
Yeah. At $50 a gram and 1.5 grams a day. And
Why are you paying $50 a gram, girl? I need to set you up on my people.
But I'm just saying, overall, in general, this is what the general population of people are paying.
She needs to make Pokey right.
Right. I know, but you know what I'm saying. Like, this is what the average,
It's expensive.
Yeah, the average, Adam and Eve is going to pay for their children. Oh, 30 seconds. Okay. See, and
you're not supposed to tell them. You're not supposed to tell them.
I'm sorry.
I don't mean to stop right there, but like I said, we were getting ready to go to break, so we'll just finish that as soon as we get back.
If you got a question for her, by the way, give us a call, 719-591-KUSH.
You're listening to Miss Miranda Writes on Let'sTalkPot.com. One and only read station.
You already killed. I killed your mic already.
I'm like, I know. Okay. I'm trying to.
Yeah, you're not supposed to actually tell them
I'm sorry.
that we're going into a break. 30
30
seconds? I can talk for 30 more
Okay,
seconds.
okay.
No, girl, you got to shut up. We got to go. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not
I'll get
being like that.
better.
Well, no, because we're it's $75 for snitching on us. We got a snitch fund.
Oh, it's $75? Oh,
okay. Thank you.
That's why I said, I was like,
So $75 a day
$10
times
a gram
30
at the most.
days. What is that? Where's my pen?
we pay $10 a gram. Oh wait, hold on. Is this $50 a gram for that concentrated stuff?
Yeah, for CBD,
Oh, okay.
for
Okay,
like
see.
Charlotte's Web or
For the
whatever.
pure oils, the pure
Okay,
oils.
so
Okay, that makes sense.
$75 a day.
Because I'm like $75 for weed, dude. I need to get you with my people.
Yeah.
My
no.
people are like $10.
How much?
1,000.
1,250.
2,250.
2250.
Dang, and it for a month? See, and that's what I thought. So how much is that in a year?
We'll multiply it by 12, nerd.
Shut up.
This is what it would be like if
This is what we do. We harass our
brain.
people.
Okay.
This is like if we have a real life Siri in our head all day long, and
Yeah,
we would just ask questions, and he just pops in
Yeah,
and
this
just
is
Dude,
exactly what it's like.
I'm working on a script. I need to find the script writer and the producer that'll do it. It's going to be about weed in Colorado and like
20, how much?
27,000. It's going to be like Sierra's story. We'll have like a mocked up funny comical version of her story.
Right.
Like we're like the kid, like she races the kid to the hospital and like as she cuts the corner, like smoke's coming off the tires of the wheelchair kind of shit. It's going to be funny. But he's going to be my conscience throughout the entire show.
That's so
Dude,
like telling us like
he's
no,
and then every once in a while he's just like 30 seconds to break.
you can do it.
I can't wait.
Go through it.
Oh, I can't wait. I need to find a writer
That's
in
crazy
LA
though, right?
that'll get
$27,000.
down. Hell yeah.
God dang. Yeah.
That's
just
you know
cool.
that's what I made as a starting manager for a call center. Like coming out as a call center is $27,000 a year. You're literally paying my salary to keep your kid healthy.
Mhm.
That's insane.
Mm.
We should start about that coming back. Be like the doc on during break. When he started out as a frontline first level manager, he made $27,800 a year. That's the exact amount. It was like $13 an hour. It was $27,800. It's the exact number I made a year before taxes, nonetheless. And then you talk about him, and I'm like, man,
Mhm.
like
And
our
he's-
medical system here is fucked
Mhm.
up, dude.
Well, he's 5 now. This is when he was 3. So
Yeah, exactly.
at 3 years old, your child is consuming, what, 400 something grams of cannabis a year.
We gotta get our tattoos after the show. Huh? Okay, so at the last break,
What are you
we're gonna
getting
pack
tattooed?
up. I'm getting my KI flag right here and my US flag right here because my US flag has to be on my right side because
Going
it's
all
the
in,
right
huh?
side, and then my KI flag's going right here.
What
Oh
if
yeah,
you get fired tomorrow?
I was on the show. Doesn't matter. I was on the show that broke weed radio over live airwaves with a federal permit, and my show Wake and Bake was the first show.
Okay.
So I'm literally like an icon.
So it's like a thing.
It's
Got
a,
it.
it's a big-headed,
It's a thing.
chauvinistic.
It's a guy thing.
Yeah, it's just a
Got
dude.
it.
It's a dude thing. All right, we're back. Here we go. We're coming back in like 30 seconds, I think, right now.
Hey, it's your girl Miranda.
I do like that
We're
beat.
back.
I know, I like that beat too.
No. I'm like, I want to freestyle. I should
Actually,
write
can
you
you
a
let
tight song.
the song play just a little bit longer?
Yeah,
Just
let's
let it keep going.
They can play it. Let it play, boys. Let it roll. Why are we not like starting to dance? Like,
This is a
I'm
good
getting
song.
it. I'm telling you. I'm over here getting it. This is like when Aaliyah was on from the station next door, and I was like,
I know. I think it's a perfect song to have for my show.
I like it.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Sorry, we had to have a little jam moment.
Right?
I just call him Radio God. Because you're just like, hey, will you do this? And all of a sudden it happens. It's like, we're not a genie.
Okay, so while we were on break, we were talking about how many,
Numbers.
how many careers pay $27,000 a year, and ironically, somebody in the studio,
Me, the doc. Actually, she pays. What did you say it was again?
$27,000.
$27,000 a year. And I was telling her, I was like, Jesus criminy. When I was a frontline level 1 manager, basically I have 10 to 15, maybe 20 people underneath me, manager in a call center, a sales call center. I was making $27,000. Now, that's not including the commission. That was just my baseline. But still, you're basically paying my entire base salary for the year to keep your kid healthy. That blows my mind. I mean, I'm blown away by this.
Well, and that's literally just 27, at $50 a gram and a half a day, that's $75 a day, $2,250 a month, $27,000 a year. Just for cannabis oil. That's not for, transdermals or.
And that's just hoping that it's good cannabis oil.
And exactly.
Because if you got shit, then you might not even.
And I can't even tell you guys how many times he would throw it up, or, chemotherapy made him so sick that I'm having to dose him extra times or whatever. So all of these things are so important in building up our Canna community, our refugee community, because, like I said, we've got to start, forward thinking here. Everybody cannot move to Colorado. I mean, right. I don't know about you guys if y'all think that the housing market here is okay, but I think it's ridiculous. I mean, it's one of the highest in the country right now. Yeah, I was just reading the report saying that, and it's because of everybody moving here. And sooner or later, they're going to run out of houses to rent or houses for sale and everything else, and we need to start implementing programs in each states. And, unfortunately, a lot of states have taken that CBD only route. And so, we're having to backtrack and work to fix those. But I'm very hopeful that a lot of parents are sooner rather than later going to stand up and say no more. Let's talk pot. Let's talk about this. Let's get this out there. My child deserves a quality of life today, not next year, not in 2 years, not when you say that.
And the same quality of life that my kid, who
exactly.
At least at this point, and I thank whatever God you want to thank, I'm Buddhist, sorry, but thank whatever God you want to thank. I don't care, but I'm just glad that my kids are healthy. And when I read your story, I don't know did you listen to the show last Friday, by the way, when I had Kid Cannabis on here, the life of a kid of a pothead?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I read him your son's story. I was telling you about that when we talked the other day.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I would take cannabis oil. Well, he just thinks it's all weed. He doesn't know any different. But he's like, I would take cannabis oil or weed if I knew it was going to make my quality of life better. If I knew I might just get to play football again, because he's a wide receiver quarterback on my football team. And so he's like, I'll get to play football again. I'll get to have this lifestyle that I wouldn't have. We talked for about an hour after the show about this. Well, it's when we got home, but either way, we talked for about an hour after we got home about the same subject about your son. Like it really hit a point. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, people, like these people who are standing against this, where are you at when this 9-year-old's on the air? Because you should have heard what he said. It was compelling.
I was probably wiping Landon's butt or picking up after him or doing something crazy. You don't even know. I don't think you've met Landon.
I'm talking about the politicians that need to hear that. They need to hear a 9-year-old say, yes, I would do this, even though I don't approve of this. If it saved my life. That's
the thing is, as nowadays in 2015, how many children are on pharmaceuticals?
Oh, jeez.
God.
Between ADHD and all of ODD now, oppositional defiance disorder, and all of these other things that are going on, it gets to the point that are there even any happy, healthy children left? Or have we medicated our entire community of people? Have we medicated our entire populace? And I believe that a large population of us are suffering from, you know, a deficiency of our endocannabinoid system. And the only way to get that up and running is obviously to consume cannabinoids. You know, and we're all parents here in this room, and we all consume cannabis. You know, I personally am narcotic free. I don't use narcotics or anything. I've been sober from heroin and narcotics for almost 3 years now. And it's made me a better parent.
Congratulations, by the way.
Oh, thank you. It's made me a better parent. It's made me a better person. You know, and it's not only saved my son's life, it's saved mine as well. But, you know, it's something that we've really got to start considering these programs and implementing them because, you know, Miranda, I know that your mom had a fight with breast cancer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how many of us have had somebody in our family that has fought an illness or something and couldn't get a hold of the proper medications, even if they were in a legal state? You know, I know your mom was in Arizona. So unless some of us start stepping up and creating businesses and creating programs, the need is not going to be met except for by these, you know, jealous, greedy people that are looking to cash in on our family's illness. And that's super unfortunate, you know, and we've all got to band together. And, you know, there's so much strife and everything in the cannabis community. It
What
seems
really
all the
bothers
time.
me about the whole thing is that, I mean, I've smoked pot for a long time.
Mhm.
I've been, you know, known about the cannabis community. I didn't really consider myself, you know, actively part of it, you know, an advocate for it or anything like that until my mom got sick. And it sucks that it took something like that to happen before my eyes even opened up to the real medicine, you know, portion behind everything, because I knew it had benefits. I've heard about it. I thought about it, and it kind of,
Mhm.
it makes me feel stupid, and it hurts my feelings, just the fact that I let it go in one ear and out the other like
Mhm.
that. Because then when it came down to it, it was too late.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And that's what kind of,
Did your mom at least like use it at some point before the end?
Mhm.
So she was able to find comfort, you know, like, cause the
Yeah.
pain comfort's ridiculously phenomenal.
Mm.
My back some days can't roll out of bed, other days I feel like $1,000,000, and it really does depend on it. I hate to have to say this sometimes, but I go, it depends on how much weed I smoked
I know. And
or ate.
you know, has anybody out there had, you know, family members dealing with, you know, cancer or anything like that? Give us a call here at the studio. You know, we'd love to hear from people. 719-591-KUSH. We'd love to take some calls and talk to
She's a
people
natural.
about this. Haha, thanks, guys.
that's exactly what the whole, you know, reason of the show is about, is to get everybody together and kind of talk about whether it's your
Mhm.
opinion about whether you're for or against it, or if you just have a story about, you know, in a way that cannabis has helped you or somebody else that you know.
We have the phone
you
lines,
know,
man. It's an open forum. People call in.
Exactly.
Definitely. You know, it's cancer and just illness in general is such an epidemic in the United States. You know, they're poisoning us left and right with our, you know, by our own
When you say
means.
they, who do you mean?
Oh, you guys can blame it. The government, you know,
Big
the
Farm.
FDA, Big Farm.
By the way, for all of you out there, we don't mean the farming industry. We love you.
Yeah,
Thanks for the
yes.
corn. Thanks for the fruits and
Yeah.
vegetables. When we say
Yeah.
big farm, we mean big pharmaceutical.
Yes, there is. There's a saying that's going around: farms, not farms, and I love that. You know, and it's so true. We
Hell
need
yeah.
to pay our farmers. We need to pay our farmers to keep us healthy.
To grow pot. Pay our farmers to grow pot,
yes.
damn it.
Yes, if you pay your farmer to keep you healthy, then you don't have to pay your doctor to try to not keep you sick, right?
Look, take them off the beaten path with it. Most of you guys don't know this, but the textile fabrication or fiber of the stock of a marijuana plant is sturdier than cotton. It lasts longer than cotton. It's easier to make than cotton. It's cheaper to make than cotton. It's cheaper to build than cotton. And for being a minority, black people, we don't have to be mad no more because nobody's picking cotton no more. Guys. Everyone's picking a cannabis. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and while I have you over there on the switchboard, I need you to start making the phone call for me.
Okay, who we calling? Who we calling?
Okay,
I'm down.
the guy
Oh, you write it down?
Nope,
Or you
we
gotta-
already got it. We got to give this mayor a call again.
Oh, the mayor. We
Yeah.
said we'd call. Here, give me the number.
every day so we can get a hold of somebody.
You guys talk
So
away. I'm
if-
gonna figure this out.
For those of you who don't know, I had a caller a few days ago.
I turn that down.
I'm not sure how you turn
I figure out how
You're
to
asking the
use
new
this.
person. Right? I don't know how to work the phone line.
Busy.
Okay, we'll
record,
just pause it and then we'll just make the phone call over the break then for right now.
delay. Oh, that's how you mute it. Well, then let's do this.
Okay, well, while he's calling, I'll explain it. So he, Christopher called me from
Can't
Bay,
get that dial tone
from
from the
Bay-
button.
Bay City, Michigan, and he was calling him because his best friend had epilepsy,
Mm.
and they don't really have too many dispensaries in their area because it's a pretty small town.
Fail.
The products aren't that good, and what are you doing over here?
Failing left and right. Listen,
So-
I want to bring him in while we're in the middle of the subject. We won't sideball. We'll tell him who we are,
Okay,
but let's just
talk
call
over
it.
it,
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
talk through
Well,
it.
so they are closing down the dispensaries out there, the closest one to them. And so they want to know how they go about getting CBD is what they can do, you know. So I had him do a little bit of homework and find out some information on who we can contact to see if we can't get those questions answered for him.
Oh, we're ringing. Mayor of Bay City, Christopher Johnson. Is that right?
I think that might be the
Just say Mayor Christopher. Can we talk to Mayor Chris now?
I think Christopher.
Who is
the
it?
guy who
Batman.
called it.
No, I gotta tell you guys a good one later, but I sent my buddy something that was very similar. I was like, this is the bat line. Only you, my boss, my kids, and one other person have this phone number. And Dana down at the beach. Miranda, by the way, I'll get you my backup phone number just in case something ever happens. You have my second line. But I'm like, and Commissioner Gordon, because I'm Batman. He's like, no, I'm Batman. He likes Superman.
Have you seen that guy on Facebook or that YouTube video or whatever that runs around doing it to his kids?
No.
Oh, I've got to show you.
You got to show me this because I love Batman.
He has the best
pranks.
voice ever.
I try to get into my Michael Keaton Batman. Deep, dark,
So
sexy
far, no
Michael
luck.
Keaton.
Yeah.
You know what I really
Yeah,
like?
he-
Anyways, bring it on.
Okay, first off, the mayor of Bay
Come on,
City,
Mayor.
Michigan, Bay City, the mayor of West Bay City, Michigan. Somebody record this right now. Hit your record buttons on your phones. Get your little snitch app, whatever you got. Hit record. The mayor of Bay City, Michigan, is a bum. He does not
Answer your
work
phone.
at all.
Yeah.
Otherwise, get a
There's
secretary.
nobody in
Give up some of your
Facebook.
salary.
If you could let me talk for
Sorry,
1 second, I would be able to tell you that one thing that we did not think of. Okay, well, actually, I'm not sure. What is the time difference between here and Michigan?
2 hours. He should be at work
Well,
still.
No, but because we're here at 1, it could be the lunch hour. 5 o'clock, everything is closed here, at least
What?
for Mountain Time. But
What?
if I'm trying to think of the time
2
either
hours.
way.
2 hours ahead, not
I'm-
behind,
Come
nerd.
on.
I'm thinking that's what I was just asking. Okay, so we have to take that into account.
Either
Business
way.
offices probably
Either
out.
way. Somebody should be there
Wait a minute, time out,
answering
time out, time
our phones.
So just to make sure, Miranda's giving a politician excuse for
Yeah,
being
she is.
335 where they're at.
Yeah.
What the hell is that
Hey,
about?
And
Hey,
this
I
is
asked
a taxpayer-funded
I
office,
asked
by
us
the
what
way.
the time
Just
difference
wanna
was,
throw that out there.
just for clarification.
Yeah, you don't get Fridays off, damn it. We don't either.
No. We don't
Actually,
get
you know what,
Fridays
I'm gonna
off.
pull it up right now. I'm gonna see if I can't find a
Yeah.
different way to get
But
it.
yes,
Yeah,
so,
find
you know-
another number that's more reliable because whatever number that
and
is
see,
crap.
that's a huge issue. You know, they're in a legal state. Michigan's been a medical state for what? I know there's a dispensary out there that's been open for at least 6 years because I just saw that they were celebrating their 60th year. So why is it that-
6-year legal or
Yeah.
illegal?
So why is it that, you know, people in Michigan are having a hard time finding, you know, products? That's what I don't understand.
Because it's just like here in the Springs
Yeah.
with the recreational rule. We
Yeah.
voted here in the
Mhm.
Springs 55 to 45% in El Paso County
But it's still
to
not
have
here.
legal recreational marijuana available to the public. And then city council, you dirtbags, and I'm calling you what you are, dirtbags, stepped on our constitutional right. The people spoke, and then you turn around and pass some damn bullshit law or bullshit rule that says we can't do it in the county. So Pueblo's got all the legal at Hashish House. I'm just saying.
Yeah. In Manitou now, right?
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Manitou. I love you, Manitoueasy. I used to be on a radio station in Manitou, the broadcast of Manitou.
Oh, that's
I forget which one it was, but it was college. It was college alternative. Nobody listened,
Yeah.
I promise.
Well, I think that's another thing that, you know, people in other states need to realize too is just because Colorado legalized or that it's medicinal or whatever, there's not like a whole bunch of fountains of CBD and THC oil running freely through our backyards here, people.
You made it sound like the land of flowing milk.
Yeah,
and
that's
honey.
what people think. You know, you cannot just walk into 7-Eleven and be like, hey, you got a blunt? No, that's not how it works. There's
No,
only,
you can say you got a blunt wrap.
you know what I'm saying though. There's only a few recreational cities that agree to have this in. There's only a few, you know, places, and now there's even places that have voted out dispensaries. Medical, Longmont doesn't have any. I was talking to Ashley Weber, and they don't have any dispensaries there.
But what did the people say? That's my question. I only
I
care
know.
about that. Is
I know.
what did the people
That's
say?
what I was just
This is
saying.
supposed to be a
That's
democracy.
actually what. So I was
Well-
reading on here about when I googled in Bay City medical marijuana, right, and who's in charge of all that type of stuff, and I keep coming across all of these articles about different criminal cases about all of these dispensaries getting closed, and so I have to wonder. I don't remember. Okay, what? Stop it! I don't remember what the reason was why they were closing down the dispensary. I can't. I think it might have been Len that was in here that day with me. Maybe he'll remember. You should go.
Was it the day I was late?
But I'm wondering about it because on here it's saying something about how in exchange for guilty pleas, prosecutors agreed to drop 4 counts of manufacturing and delivering marijuana.
So you hornswoggled, or you strong-armed them into guilty misdemeanors
Yeah.
instead of felonies or something like that, like they do here. But the fact of the matter is, are they really committing a crime?
It says
Exactly.
that they pleaded 19 or
Well, it's like California. It's been
19
legal for decades, but yet the feds
Long
are
before Colorado.
the feds are in there every other weekend raiding places.
And what is it?
and
What do you
charging
say in Colorado? You can go right. I guarantee you. If you've got 3 letters in your business name, i.e. DEA, FBI, you walk into the Colorado Springs headquarters, and first off, when you walk in, I want you to look over your shoulder because you're going to see my boys down at Mary Meds. When you look over your shoulder, because their door faces the police department's front door, they're the most protected dispensary in the United States. With that said, you'll go right into the police operations officer. I don't know. He follows me on Twitter. It's scary sometimes when I think about that. But he follows me on Twitter, and I can tell you can go in there and you can talk to him, and he's going to tell you, have fun doing your rapes because we're not helping you.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing, every city and every county, like you said, they get to make their own rules, but the feds can come in and shut everything down at any time. So was that a federal case or was that a state case? Because,
actually, Christopher, if you're listening today to the show, can you call
Chris,
us?
call us.
Come on, Chris.
Come on, Chris. Come on down.
You're
You're the next contestant on Miranda Rights.
I need to know what's going on in
I
Bay
need to
City,
know some
Michigan.
of these details first before I know what I'm jumping into.
Yeah, he might get us like setting up the mirror.
Yeah.
You're
We're
still a
fighting-
bum for not answering your
we're
phone at
fighting off
3:30
a
in
lot,
the afternoon
yeah.
on a Friday, bro. I'm just
That's
saying.
true. Yes, he should be answering his phone. But there's all these issues going on in the marijuana movement, and it seems there's no easy answers because there's people, that are coming in and setting up quote unquote dispensaries that are for the patients, but they're backdooring, 20, 30, 40 pounds a month, causing diversion into Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, whatever.
And then that's what's getting all of these other states all pissed off with us and not wanting
And
to be
I'm
part of it.
Well, if everybody would just go ahead and pull their head out and give everybody a medical program, then, this wouldn't be an issue, right? So we've got to figure out what's going on though.
Interesting stuff. Okay, well, we're going to be back. We're going to take a quick break right now. You're listening to K-High, your one and only marijuana radio. Give us a call, 719-591-5874.
I thought that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
That was cool.
I will distract the shit out of you.
Distract the fuck out of Miss
But
Radio.
listen, you have to be able to work with it because that's radio.
I know.
I need you to be able to do look over that, but even though you're
Thank
talking,
you.
you know what I'm saying? It's hard.
Oh, shoot.
It's hard. Don't
By the
do
way,
it, man.
it's the 10th Amendment that gives state and local
Should do
sovereignty.
that, Connor.
It's the 10th Amendment that gives state and local sovereignty.
Yes.
Who is this guy?
This is Sonar.
Also,
He's
you
our,
can't just
Hold on, let me give you your mic back so you can hear you.
we can't?
There you go.
No, it's the FCC doesn't allow you to do that,
Oh.
and it's a federal thing to just record somebody off the top.
Well, I thought as long as they answer immediately, we say that they're live on the air, that it's okay.
If you say that, if you say, hey, you're live here on the air,
Yeah.
then you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as they say, hello, this
Yeah.
is so-and-so's office, be like, hello, this is Miranda with K-High in Colorado. You're live on the
Let's
air.
hash it
And we
out.
were
You're live
wondering
on the
if
air.
we could talk to you.
Yeah, no, I knew
Blah,
that.
blah, blah.
I knew that.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, oh shit, I didn't mean to get everybody.
Yeah.
Good girls. I'm so proud of you guys. Your radio etiquette.
I know my Miranda rights.
You guys are talking
It's the 10th Amendment.
Miranda knows her Miranda rights. And I like the shirt, by the way.
Sovereignty and local
Where'd you
sovereignty.
get that shirt
Okay.
made?
Did you see the back of it?
Can you get me a shirt made
I know,
that
I want
says
a shirt.
High Noon with the Doc?
I need mine to
Mr.
say,
Trey?
I need mine to be orange.
Hash it out.
Team
It's
Labor.
right on her ass, guys. It says hash it out on her ass.
literally
Let's talk about this shirt
just
when
a
we come
town
back.
that has legalized weed.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
you can.
Just one
You
time.
can have just a town.
Everybody can
Okay,
make
so
up their
this
own
is-
rules.
Real quick, right? Go
Yeah.
ahead, you can talk to someone.
That's why a bunch
So,
of
when we
people,
come back,
which nobody's listening to me now except for the guy in the
I'm
ear,
listening
but
to you.
people
I can do both. I'm not hurt.
that somebody
He
should
wants
pull
to
together
win.
a lot of money and buy a ghost town because then you can
Let
make
me
up
read over
literally
it.
your
He
own
wants to
rules
read
from
his
start to
name and
finish,
everything.
even your own law
You don't even
enforcement.
read it, you can't even-
No, that's
You
just
have
a
to be
I got it. I'll black it out.
Yeah, and you
We'll
can
do
make
that
your
on
own law
Monday.
enforcement,
So,
sheriff,
I might
everything.
even do that
Yep.
on my show. Let me just go to something.
And there's like, somebody sent me a list. There's like
When we
10
come back, just shout
entire
out,
towns
shout
for
her
sale
out,
in the United
and
States.
read her, you know, and
Okay,
then-
good, because I have something that can go into.
I think like
Okay,
9 of
good.
them,
And,
9.5 of them are haunted,
we'll
but
talk
I'm not
about
afraid of
your
no
shirt, too.
ghosts.
Okay, so let's fit your shirt in. I'll segue in.
Maybe
Actually,
they're
you,
cannabis-friendly
you,
ghosts.
Sierra.
What? Tell me.
Sierra. Can we do that?
I know, isn't that a nice name?
I love
It
it.
just rolls off the tongue.
Well, and I live by Sierra High School too. But anyway, I want you to talk, segue her shirt.
Okay.
She's going to read this when we come back from the break. She's going to read this email from a fan that was sent to the entire radio station. So you know, say it's 2K high. And then she's going to read that. And then after she reads that and she reads something else that she has in her email, segue into Miranda Wrights, the t-shirt. Because I dig this and how it says hash ass. It basically says ass on her ass. That's funny. You can see it. It says hash it out.
Yeah, I love
Put
it.
it right on her butt.
You know, that's exactly what Len said to me too. He said, did he mean to put it there so that you can look at your...
Hash.
Yeah.
We're checking out Miranda's hash.
So this is actually the first
My
time
little
that
burrito.
I've seen this magazine.
She started out as a tortilla. Now she's a burrito. 10 seconds.
Oh, look, we're number two.
I thought I had different music coming today.
Sometimes they try sometimes.
Wild Ride Radio, the only talk show for everything motorcycle. If you're a weekend rider or a hardcore biker, this is
I'm such a weekend rider. I just bought a motorcycle though. That's gotta get money.
Okay, guys, and we're back. We're at the last part of the show here today. This is Let's Hash It Out with your girl, Miss Miranda Wrights on letstalkpot.com. You can make sure to give us a phone call today, you guys, at 719-591. Move your hand, please. 5874. And you guys can also check us out on YouTube. Don't forget that we do stream live every day from all of the shows here at K-High, so you guys can check us out, you know, make fun of what we're wearing today. How dumb Mr. Trey looks in here with his cowboy hat, you know.
You're a hater.
Hey.
I like your shirt, and then you're gonna diss my hat. I mean, I even hit the like button on your shirt.
Not my
It was
fault.
by your hash.
Not my fault.
But no, isn't
Anyways.
this cute shirt?
I know. I actually really do love this shirt. I want one in orange.
Thank you. The guys over there at Pipes Peak were lucky enough to throw me a couple of them, so that was very nice of them. So
Hey,
big shout
where's
out to
my
Peak.
shirts? For I knew
Yeah,
Pikes Peak knows me.
Yeah, well, I don't know who
Pipes Peak.
Pipes
I mean,
Peak is,
I do.
but I'm gonna go
You
down
guys,
there and
we
do
gotta
this.
talk.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I probably should.
Cannon Mom,
I
for coming
shouldn't
for you,
hate
Pipes Peak.
on the cowboy hat though if I'm going to be talking about Pete because he does rock a pretty killer cowboy hat.
Yeah.
So
I do.
But yes, make
Not
sure
you.
you guys
She's
a hater.
definitely look out for the Miranda Wrights Hash It Out t-shirt.
Hey,
It
but-
is adorable.
Now, but you guys want me to give you the symbolism here? This pin, first off, it's the American flag because I love this country. We may have some shit fucked up in politics, but I love this country.
Uh-huh.
There is a local, shout out to the local 469. That's the Steam Fitter Pipe Fitter Union out in Phoenix. That's my dad is a member. My grandfather is actually one of the heads. And then this is Pat Tillman's Arizona Cardinals pin, and it has the number 40 on there. That's because Pat Tillman was killed in friendly fire defending this country and the same very rights that we talk about here on Miranda Wright Show. So now you feel bad, don't you?
No, about the hat, absolutely
I
not. The
hate you.
pins are awesome.
I hate you.
Just saying, you know. But so you were while we were on the break, you were passing me over these emails here, and it looks like we have got a couple of different emails today. You received one, or I guess Mike from the radio station received one, and then I got one.
That's that one right there where it says KI, where it says Mike Kennard. Usually any email sent to the website goes directly to the boss. And then he sends them down to Lynn and so on and so forth.
Cool. So this one looks like it's coming to us all the way from Death Valley, Nevada, which is
Oh,
which is
there's
right
still
over
people
there.
living there?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Is that the place that they said is like the worst?
The hottest place in the United States,
I know,
isn't it?
my
136 degrees
It's in
was marked
between
there in the
Utah,
1960s
Nevada,
My
and
mom
or something
California.
like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's the only place that is technically hotter than Phoenix. The only place in the
Yeah,
entire
the
country.
United States.
My mom was in Bullhead City, so she was right
Holy
there
crap
in the
city.
desert, and it was hot.
Yeah,
hot.
you don't even want to stop there when
I
you
remember-
drive.
I
I
remember
loved you,
getting in the
Lafayette and
car.
Bullhead, by the way. I'm just kidding.
I got in my
Okay.
car and it was 121 degrees
Yeah.
on the little thermometer thing inside the car, and yeah, hell no, that's
No,
way
thank
too
you.
hot. So, but I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I say your name, totally butchered. But Althea, is that right?
I think it's Aletha.
Elite.
And I used to have an Aletha that worked for me, and she spells her name like that. It's Aletha. Like Aletha Franklin.
I don't know if that's right.
Aletha? I'm right.
Well,
I'm
no,
always
because if
right.
you look at the email address, it looks like it could be like
Anyways, read it.
okay.
All right, y'all are
yes,
doing
so-
Aletha C. The name is Aletha
well, I was
C.
trying to give her credit. I didn't want to butcher her name,
All right,
but
it's
anyways,
Aletha.
she probably knows exactly what we're talking about now. It says that she's from Southern Nevada near Death Valley, and that she enjoyed and appreciates listening to the station, and that she read about us in Herb magazine,
Ooh.
which is pretty cool. I didn't even know that there was anything about it on Herb magazine.
Herb.
That's pretty neat.
Hub.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then actually, when I was doing a little bit of research last night, I typed in K-High. I was just Googling it up, being a dork, and I came across this article that was written on the American Community Radio website,
Okay.
and it was done by a gentleman. I think his radio name was. I put it on my email here. Is Tie Stick.
Tide stick. That's great.
So Tie Stick, if you're listening out there, I'm not gonna put your full name out there on blast. Just to keep a little bit of privacy for you. But this article was actually really cool, and he did something that I haven't seen anybody do yet, I guess, about this radio station. He kind of broke it down into how far of a range that K-High daytime covers, as far as our area goes. And it was pretty neat, and he kind of breaks down a little bit about what he thinks about the station and stuff like that. So I'll just read a little bit about it. Apparently, one of his friends lives here in Colorado Springs and sent him the link to the story, the one that the Gazette first did right there on our first day when they first came out online, or on the air at least. And they were saying that he thought it was maybe a bogus, one of those fake ads that was on the Onion, but it actually was for real. He did a little bit of research, and he said that the topics include the latest pot news, Colorado's Marijuana Enforcement Bureau, newest products, medical marijuana, and user reviews of strains, 420 oils, and edibles. And the big question, why Colorado Springs? And he said that he lived in Colorado Springs since the 80s, and so he understands how bit of, what it would take, the amount of guts that it took, I guess, for somebody to do something like this. But he said that he agreed that Colorado Springs is the perfect place to try a station like this, simply because there are way too many stations already serving the Springs right now. So according to Radio Locator, there are 49 FM and 39 AM stations with competitive signals servicing a market of 500,000 people.
That's a lot.
Right?
That's if you know radio, like you said, I know weed, and I was like, well, I know radio, so we're perfect for each other. And if you know radio, like I know radio, and you know the numbers and what's called shares, or they call them ratings. A lot of people know them as the ratings numbers, but it's a share of 100%. So like the slice of the pie is 100, right? And the share that you can pull in when you have, like, you got to think like a 1% share in Colorado Springs is great because you have over 50 people, which means there's an average of it's like 1.8 shares per station as the average.
Well, if you think about it this way,
you can grab.
Okay, so there's 49 FM stations, 39 AM stations, okay? And that signal right there is about 500,000 people, all right? Well, K-High alone, all right, just for the month of May, had over 200,000 unique hits. So
That's a quarter of a million, son.
Listen to just K-High alone, that's one station. What about these other 49 FM stations and 39
a month
AM
though
stations?
could be you listening every day. So what I would say is take that $250,000 number and divide it by 30.
It's 617 unique streams per hour.
What?
And that's just for the month of May, okay?
Wait, that means we're doing better than FM radio on the internet, just so you guys know.
Okay, that was for the month of May. Now for June, okay, because now this is when we're talking, no, we're not on AM right now. Everybody knows that. We're just on letstalkpot.com, okay?
Damn transistor transfer license.
Right?
Crap. It's just bureaucracy.
It's just a matter of time. We're waiting to get back on the air, but
then we have to stop cussing. That sucks.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to watch myself. But anyway, so for the month of June alone, okay, and this was taken just a few days ago. So this was within the first 2 days, okay, we had already hit over 100,000 streams in the month. Okay, so that means that just
we shut down the radio. High five.
Well, oh yeah,
I did. I shut it down twice during my show, and you shut it down for almost your whole show.
Mm-hmm. So there was an average of 581 unique streams per hour for this radio station. That means 24 hours a day, there's at least that many people listening to our station.
So
all these other radio stations, they better,
bug up. Because why don't you find the ratings for our shows?
Once we get back up on the air, man, they're going to have a whole new thing coming. So, I mean, it's obvious we're not going to be going anywhere. You know what I mean? So that's really cool. But getting back to his article, he was saying that every commercial break, it's about pot, blah, 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 that whole thing. Okay. So despite its reputation as a wide-wing God Squad haven, the Springs is a wide-open rock and roll town. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The Springs reminds me of this is quoting his article. The Springs reminds me of a Russian philosopher, Rasputin. In order to repent, you first have to sin frequently. I never lived anywhere where people party harder than in Colorado Springs. When I lived there, I sometimes hung out with folks from Kilo FM, one of the most influential AOR stations in America. I love them. The call letters came from a slang term for brick of marijuana. So the love of high times runs deep in Colorado. Maybe this is why it's a perfect place for K-High, right?
I like this guy. And let me piggyback off that. I'll tell you something about Kilo. Kilo, when Telcom 996 was passed, in my opinion now, this is my personal opinion, it ruined radio. Because it opened the door for corporations to go out and buy a station in every single market and have cookie cutter radio. So basically, if you go down to Albuquerque, New Mexico, or Phoenix, Arizona, Los Angeles, California, San Bernardino, you're going to hear a station that sounds just like magic, just like the beat, just like this. Kilo was able to avoid being bought out for whatever reason, whether they didn't sell out, whatever reason it was, they avoided being bought out. They are the highest selling advertisements in the area, and they are the highest paying for their disc jockeys in the area. shout out, hats off to
Doesn't
Kilo.
mean hold out.
They're one of my
Hold
favorite
out to
stations.
it.
Now I don't conform with the music. I'm not a big rocker. I'm actually a hip hop guy, but I have nothing but the utmost respect for Kilo FM. I really do. They are the station that does it the way that you can only do it post Telcom 996.
Which is why I think that, K-High, we're doing something kind of tremendous here, and the fact that the way everybody kind of was up in the air about, well, what's going to happen? You guys aren't airing, you're not, on the radio anymore. It's just
Nobody's going to listen.
But I mean,
Yeah, right.
Our listeners have gone up, even double since we've gone up.
Because these are important issues. Like the things that we're talking about are real life things that are happening to us now and today. And not a lot of news stations are reporting on these important issues because they're so controversial. Because nobody wants to talk about the hard stuff. We can't even blame
people then for having the thoughts of the opinions that they do about marijuana because they don't know any differently. You know what I mean? So a lot of the times, they can't even talk about bongs, much less take pictures smoking out of
bong
them.
to bong,
So
bong.
one thing somebody had messaged me on Facebook one time and told me was that they said, first of all, your life seems like it's so cool just because where they're at, it's so illegal. And so they're living, a dream life through our storytelling, which is something that I never looked at it that way. So that's a pretty cool thing to, be a part of at least. And especially with something like this, it's education. That's what the whole point of this is, awareness, We're not saying you need to go out and get stoned and,
no.
hit people with your cars because you're forgetting
No,
to put
you say hit right when I say I am.
because you're
No,
forgetting
that's
to
not
push
what I'm
the
saying.
brake because you're too high.
That's exactly
You know
what
what I
she's
mean?
saying is,
I rolled down the highway high once. I was doing 30.
Exactly.
I see
Everything
those
in
people
life
all
is
the time. Does anybody else see those people that are going like
You
45
just know they're
on the-
high.
Yeah,
'cause they're like 30
45
miles
on
an
the
hour. You're
interstate.
like, dude,
Yeah.
seriously, you're not old. Speed up.
Yep, I do that all the time. I'm like driving on the freeway and I'm like, oh, all of a sudden, traffic jam. Is it an accident? No, there's some dumbass going 35 on the freeway. And you look, and it's like some teenager from like Minnesota. You're like, oh yeah, welcome to Colorado.
You just got that good medical grade, didn't you, son? You didn't know what that shit could do to
But they're
you.
not going on the on-ramp. They're not killing people. They're not,
They're not going fast enough to
they're
kill
driving
anybody.
Miss Daisy. Yeah, they're driving Miss Daisy, and that's,
Of course, somebody from Georgia would bring up the Piggly Wiggly.
Of course. Of course. Oh gosh, we have to give away these tickets.
Oh, yeah.
Give away these
So-
tickets. We got 5 minutes.
What do you want to do? What caller number do you want to do, Miss?
Let's just do first caller.
You know what?
Somebody
Hold
give us a call.
Ooh.
Amendment 64, so let's do the sixth caller.
We don't have time for 6 calls.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
No, we
There's
don't. Oh, no,
No,
we
we
don't.
don't.
Okay,
No, we
first
don't.
caller right now.
First
2
caller.
cups or 2 tickets to the
You wanna do one or
U.S.
two?
Cannabis Expo. Right now, 2 tickets to it. Call in. We may not get you on the air because we got to go, but call in right now. We'll take your call.
You're listening to your girl, Miss Miranda Wrights. This is Let's Hash It Out on letstalkpot.com. We'll see you tomorrow, guys.
No, we'll see you Monday. We'll see you Monday. Oh, it's Friday. Callers, call in. 591 Kush, 719-591 Kush for
Team
Cannabis Expo
Landon.
tickets. Team Landon. Let's go. We're out.
Yeah, this was actually really awesome. I hate how it sound like I'm muffled. I can't believe we haven't given any of these tickets away.
Yes, we have. I've given 2 sets away so
Give
far.
one away to me.
I gave.
No, I'm gonna
No,
go with you guys.
No,
I'm
you're going to be
your
my date. You're
Yeah.
going to be my date.
Your
I'm
date.
so going with 2 people on a double date.
Thank you. You too.
Oh.
See, Sonar, this is how you really put the Mac down in Colorado. You just have tickets to the Cannabis Expo. Sorry.
Bye, guy in my head. It was nice to talk to you.
This is how you date in Colorado. You just offer up tickets to something, and then you get 2
Yeah.
girls to go with you to call it a double
Exactly.
date.
No, but see, I like how he thinks he's cool, but yet he's co-hosting on my show.
I'm producing your show.
Oh. Are you
I use
serious?
the
You're
P word.
pushing
I know.
the button.
I know how.
I use the
I know
P
how
word.
to push.
And the real producer's in your head right now
It's the guy
talking.
in our head. Yeah.
I'm
it's the guy in our
co-producing.
head.
Leave me alone.
Get 'em.
Let me
Get
have
'em.
something.
And he's good at math.
Get 'em.
Hey guys, it was a pleasure. I'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
That was a great show, girl.
Thanks. I don't know. I feel like I should come on. I was trying to ask,
Sit down, Chad.
and I forgot. Did that guy
I
say
feel like
why
you're
that
right.
dispensary
We're
was closed?
We talked about
Remember why?
It was a public nuisance.
A public nuisance. That's why.
He was told it was a public nuisance. By the way, he is trying to go through hell and high water to get to Colorado to grab those tickets.
Really?
He said he's coming.
That's awesome. That is
So-
very cool. So then I'll just stop giving away these ones and I'll hold these one.
Worst case, I can get you 2 more from Jamin. I promise you. He's got like 30 sets. That's how I'm
Oh,
gonna
I'm
get.
going with you guys.
That's how I'm gonna get your extra ticket and my 2 tickets. Well, no, I have my
What
press
day is
pass. Never mind. We can probably give you a press pass. You can come on the show when we broadcast from the Cannabis Guy. I mean the Cannabis Expo.
What were we talking about today?
Tell him to shut up during my show.
No. I mean, literally, like, what was the subject today?
Oh, I talked about the 2 articles that we just did those ones, and then we talked about her
Her
story
story,
because
her
she just
son.
came out with
That's
CBD.
not you.
She
Sorry.
just came out with the highest rating CBD,
That's her.
right? The CBD,
She wrote
CBD percentage or
That's-
whatever like that. Concentrate. That's
You're
what I was looking for. We talked about.
Sounds like the 100th one. I was published on CNN 2 years ago. Honey.
Okay, Landon Compact. We talked about. You're gonna put me on the spot now. If you put your foot down, you're making me nervous, and I can't think. Okay. Breathe. Why do you do that to me?
Don't worry, he's
You
only mean to me. You're
This is
good.
called a status report.
No, I know.
What do we talk about? Go.
Well, we did the 2 articles about how good the radio station is and how much we kick ass, right? We did. Oh, did you hear when I was dropping the numbers?
Mhm.
That was pretty good, right?
What else?
We talked about the children getting the help that we need. We talked about the politicians. And what else?
A lot. We tried to call the mayor.
Oh, yeah, we tried to call them.
I did. He didn't answer.
Okay. Overall, good show. You had a lot of good info. You guys did well. I think it would have been a lot better had you cut your content down about 30%.
30%? Okay, I can do that.
Thing you have to keep in mind, and this is why you're sitting in that thing. Thing you have to keep in mind. It's her show. Your job, get in and out of breaks, read that, and then whatever little
Or have one of them read it.
or have
get it read.
or whatever little comment you got, keep it short, sweet, get it back on her.
Okay.
You know, honestly, if it's just, and I'm not trying to cut him out because I like having somebody in here. It helps, I get puzzled.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just me in here. It's not that hard to move one dial, push one button, and answer the phone. I can do that myself. You know what I mean?
Well, you're gonna have to learn it more because
And we-
next week I'll be gone Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week most likely I'll be gone.
And we'll be
And I was gonna talk about that.
yeah, and that was actually part of the plan. He was gonna sit in for the first little bit till you got comfortable, and then after that, he moves out of the way. That's all you.
And realistically, I don't even kill them like spring break, honestly. Not most of the time I won't kill them. I just usually BS and just fuck off with someone. You can do your own show. You can help co-produce your own show.
No, I know.
Like I know you can right now. I just when you're comfortable, tell me.
No, I know. I didn't. No, I just.
Do the better. And honestly, I agree. If you pick, like, that's what I do. I pick my subjects before I go, and I stick to those subjects. I talk about them in depth, thoroughly cover them. Boom.
I pull up high times and run with it.
The main thing I like training you for is to basically play devil's advocate.
Mhm.
Yeah, you like to argue and debate. I want somebody to push that button for you. That way you're not sitting here arguing with nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Arguing with the air.
Yeah, exactly.
And I need to write that down
These
somewhere,
guys-
like just put a sign on my head.
When?
When have these guys been? Have they been out for a while?
Yeah,
No, it just came out. It just came
June
out
1st.
420 weekend.
Spring 420 week in April, wasn't it?
Yeah, 28th was their first issue.
And it's like the
I'm a good
spring
friend
issue.
with Andrew Daly.
Are you?
I'm trying to get him to sponsor my show. You know, Weed Reviewer, or Miranda Wright, too. Your show. It doesn't matter. Hash it out. Brought to you by Weed Reviewer magazine.
Yeah,
Like, let's
I'll
get
get
him
him.
involved because I know he's got the money to spend now. That he loves
Yeah,
that
he's
magazine.
a sweetheart too. He's a nice guy.
Definitely. Do that. Trade, get on the Harvey Speakeasy, see what they can do as far as any type of monetary gain for you.
Yep. Oh yeah. I need money from them.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see if his actual doctor's office that he owns, because Jamie owns a doctor's office. I want to see if his doctor's office, which I'm going to Saturday to get my papers back. I want to see if his doctor's office actually will sponsor the show. That's possible because a doctor's office sponsors the doc.
Oh, I'm an alternative.
It's a little easy sell, to play on words. And then I'd like to see you grab Weed Reviewer as the sponsor for your show because I said Andrew's got the money to spend. It's not that much. I mean, he said $9,000 for the year, but it breaks down to this. And this is the way he and I position. I think is best. It's $3,000 for a 3-month block. But if you do the whole year, we're giving you 3 months for free.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically $1,000.
Can I get another printout of the?
Oh, I need to forward you the tailgate books.
Okay, and what is that? What is that that you're telling me? I'm thinking tailgate now. Not okay.
No. Tailgate 98.5 is an easier sell to the buyer because it's a little bit more money, but they're on FM radio.
But that's not what I do. That's not what I work for.
It's actually her choice.
Yeah, I'm going to pitch both because I want to make money. I'm about the money when it comes to that side of it.
Okay, I don't understand. Help me understand.
Okay, so when I pitch, I was sorry.
Pat,
Go ahead.
Usually when you're within the family of SoCo, you have your option of selling any station you choose. Not only KI, but also tailgate 98. It just so happens that we are looking for account executives for SoCo Radio, which can sell not only tailgate, but SoCo as well. The reason he was telling you about tailgate is because tailgate has been there since the 31st, people know about it. It's actually somewhat of an easier sell because you'll have numbers. You'll be able to tell people, turn on your dial right now.
I think one of 2 FM radio stations that does anything related to 1 or 2, I think.
That'll take weed money.
Yeah,
we're the only radio company that will actually take money for weed.
What do you mean take money for weed?
It's federally
Advertising.
illegal. Anybody that has a federal business license, federal anything, if you're taking money for weed, you can get audited, you can get shut down.
We're protected because
We're the only company that can.
because of that FCC license to broadcast about weed.
That's why it's such a great area for banking, for e-commerce,
Oh,
for
God.
selling
Okay, so
online.
then when we say that we're the only FCC approved, that's what that means.
Somebody just need, honestly, there's enough
I see.
people that have made millions of dollars. Why doesn't somebody open a bank?
Or let them tax that
The
interest.
mob opened a bank. It's called Bank of America.
Honestly, I mean,
So if they can do it, why can't we do it, right? I'm not kidding. Look
I
at
got
Oh,
some
I know.
tailgate,
Oh,
why
I
would I
know.
sell?
I used to
True
make it
story.
I
Tailgate in
like
my car.
it.
It's a true story.
Okay, my thing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I could do both, I guess.
Somebody
Might as well.
needs to do it.
Here's what
I just feel like if